In the quiet moments of reflection, when the world seems to move too fast, have you ever wondered if someone from the past could see our present? If they could witness our struggles, our triumphs, our collective journey through time? There was one man whose vision stretched beyond the boundaries of his era, whose mind danced with possibilities that we're only now beginning to understand. Albert Einstein, a name we associate with genius, with equations scribbled on chalkboards, with that iconic, disheveled hair. But behind the scientific legacy lies something far more profound, a human being who somehow glimpsed the future we now inhabit. As we stand here in 2025, Einstein's predictions are unfolding before our eyes in ways that would have astonished even him. This isn't just about science, it's about the human condition, about you and me, about the questions that keep us awake at night when the rest of the world sleeps. When Einstein introduced his theory of general relativity in 1915, he didn't just change physics, he transformed our understanding of reality itself. He showed us that gravity isn't simply a force pulling objects together, but rather the very foundation of cosmic structure, the architecture of space and time. While Newton had given us an approximation, Einstein revealed the elegant truth beneath. But what's truly remarkable is how his theories continue to illuminate our path forward, even now in 2025. Scientists are currently using Einstein's work to solve one of the greatest mysteries of our time: dark energy, that strange force driving the accelerated expansion of our universe. The Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument, DESI, is venturing into the cosmos, guided by principles Einstein established over a century ago. Have you ever felt small beneath a star-filled sky? Have you questioned your place in this vast universe? Einstein did too. His equations predicted phenomena we're only now confirming: gravitational lensing, black holes, the expansion of the universe. He saw the framework of reality when others could barely glimpse its surface. But here's what's truly extraordinary. Einstein's cosmological constant, an element he once dismissed as his greatest blunder, has returned triumphantly to explain the accelerating expansion of our universe. What he once rejected has become central to our understanding of dark energy. How often in your own life have your perceived failures contained hidden wisdom that only time could reveal? I believe in intuition and inspiration, Einstein once confessed. At times I feel certain I am right while not knowing the reason. In a world obsessed with data, with evidence, with tangible proof, Einstein championed something else entirely: the power of intuition. How many times have you felt that quiet certainty within yourself? That knowing, without knowing how you know? That voice society has taught you to doubt? Einstein trusted that voice. "I very rarely think in words at all," he admitted. "A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards." His greatest insights didn't come from logical deduction, but from moments of wonder, of curiosity, of allowing his mind to play with possibilities. Remember when he was sitting in the patent office in Bern and suddenly thought, if a person falls freely, he won't feel his own weight. This simple realization startled him, leaving a deep impression that eventually led to his theory of gravitation. His greatest discoveries weren't born in laboratories, but in moments of quiet contemplation. In our hyper-connected, constantly distracted world of 2025, how often do we allow ourselves those moments of wonder? How frequently do we silence the external noise to hear that quiet voice of intuition? Einstein knew what we often forget, that imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited, whereas imagination embraces the entire world, stimulating progress, giving birth to evolution. Behind the mathematical brilliance was a man who struggled with the same questions that haunt us all. "How strange is the lot of us mortals," he wrote. "Each of us is here for a brief sojourn. For what purpose he knows not, though he sometimes thinks he senses it." Have you ever felt lost in your purpose? Questioned why you're here? Wondered if your existence matters in the grand scheme of things? Einstein did too. Despite his extraordinary mind, he grappled with the same existential questions that keep us awake at night. What's remarkable is how he found meaning, not in achievement or recognition, but in connection. Without deeper reflection, he observed, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. First of all, for those upon whose smiles and well-being our own happiness is wholly dependent, and then for the many, unknown to us, to whose destinies we are bound by the ties of sympathy. In our increasingly isolated world, where technology often separates more than it connects, Einstein's words cut through the noise with startling clarity. He understood that we are fundamentally social beings, that our lives gain meaning through our relationships with others. 100 times every day, I remind myself that my inner and outer life are based on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. How different might our world be if we all carried this awareness with us? If we recognized our profound interdependence as we navigate the complexities of 2025, Einstein's theories are being tested in ways he could never have imagined. Recent research suggests a potential incompatibility between Einstein's predictions and our measurements of the universe at the largest scales. Scientists have found a 3 sigma discrepancy, not enough to invalidate his theory, but sufficient to raise important questions. This is the beauty of science that Einstein embodied. The willingness to question even our most cherished theories, to follow the evidence wherever it leads. The important thing is not to stop questioning, he insisted. Curiosity has its own reason for existence, but perhaps Einstein's greatest challenge to us isn't scientific, but spiritual. In a world increasingly divided, he reminds us that a human being is a part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Have you felt this separation? This isolation? This prison of self? Einstein saw it coming, our increasing disconnection from each other, from nature, from the whole. And he offered us the key to our freedom, compassion, expanding our circle of concern beyond ourselves, beyond our immediate loved ones, to embrace all of life. In the end, what truly set Einstein apart wasn't just his intellect, but his values. "The ideals which have lighted my way," he wrote, "and time after time have given me new courage to face life cheerfully, have been kindness, beauty, and truth. Not power, not fame, not wealth or status or achievement. Kindness, beauty, truth. These were the stars by which he navigated his life's journey. And in 2025, as we face unprecedented challenges, environmental, technological, social, these same ideals can guide us forward. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity, Einstein reminded us. The challenges we face today, that you face in your own life, contain within them the seeds of possibility, of growth, of transformation. Just as Einstein's blunder eventually revealed profound truths about our universe, our own struggles and setbacks may contain wisdom we cannot yet see. Try not to become a man of success, Einstein advised. Rather become a man of value. In a culture obsessed with metrics, with followers, with external validation, Einstein challenges us to measure our lives differently, by the value we create, by the kindness we extend, by the truth we embody. As the Euclid Space Telescope continues its mission, observing 1.5 billion galaxies over the next 6 years, we stand at the threshold of discoveries Einstein could only dream of. Yet the questions that animated his life about meaning, purpose, connection, wonder remain as vital as ever. Perhaps this is Einstein's greatest gift to us in 2025. Not just his scientific theories, but his deeply human example. A man who faced rejection and struggle, who questioned and wondered, who valued imagination and intuition, who sought meaning through connection, who navigated by the stars of kindness, beauty, and truth. In the quiet moments when you doubt yourself, when you feel small beneath the vastness of the cosmos, remember Einstein's words. There are only 2 ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. The choice, now as then, remains ours. As Einstein's wisdom echoes across time to reach us here in 2025, perhaps his greatest insight wasn't written in equations, but in the spaces between them. In the understanding that we are all connected in this cosmic dance, bound by invisible threads of wonder and possibility, in a world that often feels fractured and uncertain. His vision reminds us that our greatest power lies not in what we know, but in how deeply we dare to question, how boldly we imagine, and how compassionately we choose to live. Einstein saw this moment coming, not through calculation, but through his profound understanding of the human spirit. And in that recognition lies our hope, our challenge, and our calling. If Einstein's journey through time touched something within you today, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. How has his wisdom changed your perspective? What part of his vision resonates most with you in 2025? And if you want to continue exploring the minds that shaped our world and the wisdom that transcends time, subscribe to our channel for more journeys that bridge past insights with our present reality. Thank you for taking this moment to wonder, alongside one of history's greatest wanderers. Your presence here matters more than you know.